And the key issue that you've already alluded to that he faces straight away, Graham Potter, is sorting out that mixed form. 3 defeats already so far this season. But aside from that, what are the other main challenges in his managerial inbox?
I think the expectations, I mean, everywhere he's been, he's done well, he's been very respected, he's been liked, he's been fairly successful. Well, you've got to take that word fairly out of the equation now, because you can't be fairly successful at Chelsea. You've got to be very successful at Chelsea. So that's in his inbox just now. There's nothing much you can do because it's not in the transfer window at the moment. But one of the things that I've been impressed with Graham Potter when I've watched him over the years is not just the fact that he's adaptable with his tactics, but also with his personnel. He'll look at a player and think, OK, you've been playing in X position for a long time. I see you better in a different position, so I can maybe get a little bit more out of you. There's a lot of talk of his emotional intelligence. Well, he might need a bit of that as well. I think some of the Chelsea players, one or two, might be suffering from a little bit of a crisis of confidence, and some or two just basically need to get a better attitude to it, away from home games particularly. There's some of the games that the fight really hasn't been there. He cannot allow that to happen, and having watched Graham Potter and his teams, particularly Brighton this season, if you're not fighting for the group, you ain't playing in the game.
And picking up on that, does he have the players at his disposal at Chelsea to implement the style of football that Graham Potter likes to play?
If you can get them all fit, there is no doubt that he's got that. One of the big areas was the centre-back area, but they've got a couple of players in there, and that should be sorted out. Centre midfield has been a real problem for Chelsea so far this season, but then again, Kante's been injured. Jorginho's been having to hold the fort in his own of the three that usually play, and Kovacic is just coming back from injury himself. So in that kind of engine room, I think he would like to get that sorted out, but he's got the players when they are fit to do that, so he will desperate to get them back. Again, I think it's 17 days after this game tonight, and he will hopefully get most, if not all, those players back. And then on top of that, you have to add there's a number of players that have come in. I mean, they're just getting used to being at Chelsea. There was a game just 2 games ago, Chelsea started with 5 of the 10 outfield players weren't at the club last season. I mean, that's so unusually happening in the Premier League. So it is a period where there's massive change going on, and he's part of it. And I think he will enjoy being part of that and making his own adaptations as well. In time, he might want to bring 1 or 2 of his own players in, ones that he knows can, show the vision that he's got and bring it forward. Well, at least he's got Cucurella. That's one of his.